How are you feeling about next Tuesday, Nick? And what does it mean for your club?
People are forgetting about the importance of the actual game itself for the Australia Cup and Dockerty Cup. You can't ignore the historical significance of the game and the fact that it's a prelude to NST for us next year. So on so many different levels, it's a significant event and potentially a historical event.
Yeah, we haven't played each other for well over 10 years, but we've been working pretty closely on one common objective for a good five to 6 years now in terms of the NST. So it's an honour for us to be on the dawn of the NST, but to also have this opportunity.
All clubs have worked hard, South to reinvigorate itself. Other clubs like yourself, you've rebuilt your club, and it's not often that you get that opportunity to actually rebuild a club once it's fallen as far back as your club once did. So it's a credit to you and your board. I think it's extraordinary. But it's also a credit to our respective communities that these clubs have continued to survive and thrive. As you know, we're not private businesses. We are member-based organisations. Our communities own our clubs. So on several levels, as I said, it's significant.
It's exciting. We're looking forward to what will be a massive opportunity for us to showcase our brands. I don't talk just about our brand next Tuesday, it's our brands and both communities coming together. And what will be probably the biggest event Victorian football has seen, and let's table it that from a MPL perspective. It's going to be the biggest event this state has seen for a long time.
There's certainly a lot of interest in it. Everywhere I go, everyone, certainly in football circles, is talking about it. So it's up to us to deliver a decent product on the night as well, and I'm sure we will. I mean, lots of planning has gone into it.
We've been working closely
to make sure it's a spectacle. It's entertainment, and we'll repeat the fixture return leg next year in the National Second Division at Lakeside.
People forget that we actually play in the same women's league, and that we quite often will go to games together and watch. Last week, and we'll come to the home of South later in the year. But let's answer some maybe quick facts for the supporters out there. Ticketing.
Well, you should talk about it, given
yeah, not a problem. We'll be releasing in the next hour, so the ticketing, online ticketing system for both South supporters and Preston supporters to.
And we'll post those as well.
Yeah, we'll share all the comms through the great media teams that we both have. We'll talk about behavioural standards that we're expecting, ticketing, and what's most important, game day experience. So how to get in, how to get out of the ground, effectively car parking within the industrial estate, so that people can carpool as much as they can. But even to the fine detail of are you going to paint your face blue or red, Nick?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Oh, you go blue and I'll go red on the paint space.
Well, it's interesting, if we just talk about the ticketing, we had ticket sales now for a number of events, for the FA Cup semi-final, I think, against Sydney FC and Melbourne City, I think, for the final 32. So I think that will work. Our supporters certainly are accustomed to that.
Our community, Nick, is real excited, and we're preparing, I guess, to make sure that we've got access points, food and drink stands everywhere, so that it's easy for people to get in, get out, get a bite, have a meal. What percentage of people will be purist footballing people coming to watch two great teams battle it out?
I think it'll be the majority of people there, even the neutrals will. It'll be spectacular. I think we'll get quite a lot of neutrals as well. Can come to that, and I'm pretty sure it's also live streamed. Is that right?
Yes, we'll be live streaming it. So the FE will be live streaming it. We'll also be live streaming it on our Preston site. Let's talk about the NST. I think that's a topic. We're going to have a range of guests coming.
It's a great, as we spoke about at the start, it's a great prelude to what's going to be happening next year. And and you're going to have a panel before the game.
Yeah, we'll
I
have guests from
understand.
the FA, from the FV. You'll be my guest for a stand-up cocktail event where we want to talk about the future, the exciting future, the planning that's going into it. We clearly can't unveil everything. We've been privy to a lot, but that'll roll out in the next 3 to 6 months to give the fans some excitement around Australia, as the FA is doing a great job.
Well, so many of our supporters never went to the A-League. And what everyone needs to understand is we genuinely believe that the NST will breathe life into the A-League as well.
When was the first time we played each other?
I think it's 1967.
Were you born then, Nick? You're too young to be.
I was 3 years old, mate. I went to my
3 years
first
old.
game when I was 2.
And why did you go to your first game?
My grandfather, my father before me, mate.
Yeah.
It's the same reason my kids are at the game.
Yeah.
So don't ask me about any particulars of that particular game, but there's plenty of legends that have participated in this fixture.
I'll show you a photo. My father played for the club. I had no choice.
Is that right?
My daughters didn't have a choice. They had 3 choices to play, Preston, Preston or Preston.
Yeah.
I had a photo as a 4-year-old with the Dockerty Cup. I believe it is the Dockerty Cup on my head, with one of the legends of our club, Lubert Petrovsky, holding me above his
right?
shoulders. Yes, I'll show you it later in the photo. But that's what this means. It's a long-standing history, and this is about the future of our clubs.
I think it's important that everyone understands that the supporters will have their own active zones, and again, looking forward to the atmosphere on the night. Anyway, good luck for next week. May the best team win.
Preston.
Good luck.
Thank you.